Vincent and Tangela too, and our host Vincent Van Dahl, and he brings it to ya. Creature features and all creatures and all creatures, and the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Gonna get you tonight.
Woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil sends Marshal Willen Hawley on a routine expedition to meet the greatest earthquake they hath ever known. High on the rapids, it struck their tiny raft and plunged them down 1,000 feet below to the land of the lost. What's this then?
A note from management.
I haven't my spectacles. Read it to me.
Mr. Vincent, tonight's film runs long. Please try to keep your introduction brief.
Brief?
Brief.
Fine. I'm Vincent, that's Livingston, this is Tangela, and tonight's guest is Kathy Coleman from Land of the Lost. The movie shall be Tales from the Crypt from 1972. Ta-ta! Brief. Keep it brief. I don't do brief. Brief is not in my DNA. I don't know many things like brief is nothing.
Verdammt nochmal.
On the cover of TV Guide, TV Guide,
gonna get my picture on the cover.
Gonna buy 5 copies for my mother. And then, I don't know. Were you ever on the cover of TV Guide?
No, not the cover, just
But
on
you were
the inside.
You were
And we
all
had
over.
photos in there too.
And photos. They
Yeah.
probably did a special spread.
Well, they had like a Saturday morning lineup, and
Right.
then there was our picture in there.
Oh, of course. And
That's
you were,
cool.
You were like at the head of the photo scene. Because
I
it's
just
Kathy
thought
Coleman. We've
it's
got
just
Kathy
cool.
Coleman again.
Do you know, this is really weird. This last year has been super busy for us.
Right.
We've been everywhere. When I go to these different shows, you have to rotate them on a schedule. So
course.
I don't see maybe one particular show for 2 years or 3 years, but each one is like a family. And this here is like a family to me.
Our show.
Well, yes. And,
Yes.
and behind the cameras, in front of the cameras, on the set, everything, you guys are like a family to me. But when the families collide, it's a very weird thing. I will be in another state on the other side of the country, and people come up to the table and say, I saw you on Creature Features.
Oh,
and it's
good.
like, what? You know?
No, that's nice.
Yeah, and I'm not kidding you. I have heard it, I would say, in the course of last year, at least 20 times.
Well, you know, I've had the same experience in reverse. I've had people come up to me and say, oh, I like your performance on Land of the Lost. I mean, what are you talking about? You say, you're the little monkey boy, would you not? I mean, no, I'm not Chaka. So I think your experience is a bit better than mine. So they watch Creature Features, they
Yeah.
see you on there,
Yeah.
but they already know who you are.
No, but it's like I said, it's weird. Like there's families I have all over the country, and then when they, interact together, one person brings me back to the feeling of being here. It's just interesting.
How wonderful. So yes, you have been quite busy. I've rang you more than once, and it's like, oh, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm doing a show. I cannot talk by.
I'm not quite like that.
No, you're not. But she's wonderful on the phone with me. But
We
it's
talk for a
incredible.
long time on the phone, actually. You
We
and I.
do. No, we chat.
Yes,
chat
we
about
do.
Things. She tells me everything about Palm Springs. You almost got...
You know more about Palm Springs than I do because I'm new there.
I don't
I'm
know
new.
more than you, but I know much more now that you live there because you've told me so much. But last time we chatted, you were telling me about a storm coming. It wasn't like a tornado or something.
We had a
like
tropical storm.
Right.
And
In
there
Palm
hadn't been one
Springs.
there in like 100 years or something.
Right. Now, if you don't know where Palm Springs is, it's in Southern California. It's like 5 miles from the sun, is it not? Right?
It feels like
a tropical storm
It feels like it.
in this desert where nothing lives, right?
No, nothing.
Right.
It's all desert out there.
All right, well, we need to start this film, Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah,
you know
let's
this one,
get
right?
moving on. I love it.
You've
I
seen
love
it before?
Yes, 100
Yes.
times.
Yes. So we're going to do Tales from the Crypt. We're going to chat with Kathy, and we're just going to have lots of fun, right?
Yes, of course, like always.
Like always. All right, off we go, Tales from the Crypt. We shall see you after the break. Marshall, Will, and Holly on a routine expedition
Meant the greatest earthquake ever found. Can you believe that?
high on the rapids.
Yeah,
Sunk their tiny raft
that's right.
and plunged them down 1,000 feet.
That's right.
That's it? 1,000? You know, to go to the land of the lost.
I jumped
think
off a 60-foot bridge one time.
You
and-
actually did, or
Yes,
in
I
the
did.
show you did?
No, I actually did it up in Kern River. But 1,000 feet is a good drop.
It is a good drop, but not enough to go back in time to the dinosaurs.
Well, how far do they drill down for oil? Is it more than 1,000
Miles,
feet?
it seems.
It is miles?
Yes.
Okay,
no,
well then I don't know.
Right. Anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about the film. Joan Collins, who was in the first segment we saw, Christmas Lady, she is incredible, but she only had 15 lines in this whole film, and she's one of the top stars.
But did she not have a very large part in Star Trek?
She was on probably the most famous.
The most famous episode, but just was it
right.
a huge part?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Was she like Captain Kirk's girlfriend or something?
No, she played a woman who was back in the 30s or 20s.
City on the Edge of Forever.
City on the Edge of Forever, our director Tom says. And and that was a very famous episode, but I don't think it shot her to fame like Dynasty did.
She shows up every year. I do the Star Trek convention because
Right.
our writers are the same writers that wrote Star Trek, Land of the Lost writers.
Joan Collins goes to the same shows as you.
Yeah. And so, anyway, there's a door that all the big celebrities go through out back, and I go out there once in a while because it's in Vegas, and the convention center's freezing cold, and sometimes
Right.
I just have to go out there to heat up. So I go out there, and I wound up hanging out with her boyfriend out there.
Oh, her boyfriend.
Yeah, I think he's younger than she is, but he's a real sophisticated looking kind of guy.
So he probably acts as her handler.
I would think so.
Right. All right, what do you say we get back to this film? And then we're going to do a letter segment. And then when we come back, we're going to talk some more about Land of the Lost.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
It is a plan. Off we go to Tales from the Crypt. Don't you dare go away because things get funner and funner and funner around here. See you soon.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Livingston, take a look at this advertisement. It's for Smith Corona typewriters, and it says, instead of giving your teenager another sermon on sloppy handwriting, give him or her a Smith Corona. Wouldn't that be nice to have Tangela actually make legible writing? She writes like a doctor, right? No, I bet doctors cannot understand her writing.
I don't think it's English, actually.
No, it's English. It's just lots of four-letter words. Anyways, welcome back to the show. Kathy stepped away for just a moment while we do some mail, because Livingston showed up with a whole stack of mail and gave her a look saying, we've got business to do. Did you not?
We do.
Right. What do you got?
Elena Canute.
Elena Canute. And she actually phonetically spelt it out. Knuth. Nice. I think that's Lebanese, is it not?
No.
No. All right. Let's see. She goes, I am so very happy I found your program, Creature Features, on YouTube. I watched as a child and I loved it. All of you do a great job, and I will be watching all the episodes of Creature Features. My son loves the program as well. Thank you, Vince Van Dahl, Sir Livingston, Tangela, and all the behind-the-scenes staff. You know, all staff behind the scenes are often behind, are they not?
Behind what?
Behind schedule.
Well, that.
Right. Anyways, thanks for writing, Elena. What's next, Mr. Livingston?
Timothy Crowley from Anaheim, California.
Mr. Crowley? Mr. Crowley.
Wonder if he's related to Alistair.
That's what I mean. That's who the song was about. Ozzy wrote a song about Alistair Crowley.
Who did?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh.
It's called Mr. Crowley.
Indeed.
This is not the same. He was not named Timothy, though. He's from Anaheim. He goes, Dear Vince, Livingston, and Tangela, I'm a new fan of your show who found your channel on YouTube. I work graveyard shifts. You know, I wonder if he actually works in the graveyard.
How appropriate.
Right, during the graveyard shift. And without your shows, the nights would be depressing. I bet your Halloween episode is going to be entertaining. Oh, this must be an old note. This slipped by us. Or maybe he's talking about next Halloween, right?
Perhaps.
It could be. He's early. I learned about Bodega Bay as well for the first time, and it looks like a very nice and peaceful part of California. I hope that you and Tangela will get more viewers and keep the show going. Well, you know, they come to watch her. They don't come to watch me. They're like, oh, less of him, more of her. No,
I can see why.
Well, I can see why as well. But you know, I'm like the informative one, and she's like the destructive one. So that's that. Anyways, thanks for writing, Timothy, and we hope you're not related to the other Mr. Crowley, but if y'all, that's all right. Next up, sir.
It's one from Stratford, Connecticut.
Stratford, Connecticut.
Not to be confused with Stratford-on-Avon.
Where?
In England. Shakespeare.
Oh, that's
Globe
Stratford.
Theatre.
No, I thought you said Tenenbaum or something like that. I just simply did not understand what you said. All right, this is from John Benvenuto. Benvenuto.
It's a greeting, actually.
Right, but what is that? Spanish?
Italian.
Italian, right? Sounds right. Tangela, I just discovered the show through YouTube. I just roar when I see all the funny things you do on the show. Yeah, we roar as well, sir. The movies are great. So many I remember from my childhood. How did you get your start on the show? Have you ever done anything else besides the show? And are you from the area? You make the show, and wonderful to see you. Keep that beautiful smile going and be blessed and safe. Can I get a signed picture of you? She's so mean. No, she just was fully doused in compliments. And look, she shakes her head no. I shall make sure you get a signed photo, provided you gave us your address, which you did. So how did she get her start? She never really started. She's
here.
No, she's the nuisance of the program. She's just herself, So there's no acting, right?
No.
There's no skill involved. She just basically does. Well, you just act like yourself. It requires no extra effort nor anything. And look, people send her things like this for making faces like that.
Which is not very
on
helpful.
a show like this. No, she's good. People like watching her, so she's doing something right. But no, she's had no formal training for this, right?
I hope not.
No. Because if there was a place that formally trained people to be like Tangela, I think it would be like on a terrorist watch list, would it not?
She is.
Yes. Next up, Mr. Livingston.
This is from Rancho Mirage, California.
That's a nice place. You know, they make fighter pilots there.
Fighter pilot?
Fighter pilots, right. Rancho Mirage. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I know this person. Look at this. This is Janice Blythe. She was in that film. What's it called? What was the film she was in? The Hills Have Eyes.
The Hills Have Eyes.
The Hills Have Eyes, right? And she goes to Vincent and Tangela, 8-ball corner pocket. That was a quote from the film, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, that's so nice. Thank you so much, Janice. And she's got a store. Where is this? Anyway, you could get these at her store. You'd probably have to Google it because I cannot read this tiny type on the bottom.
What's on the envelope?
No, I shall place this in a place of honor, young lady. Next up, last one.
Jim Biederman from Weed, California.
Weed, California.
There is such a place.
Weed. And his name is Biederman. Jim Biederman from Weed, California. That's a tongue twister. All right. Dear people at Creature Features, I gotta tell you, I'm a bit mixed up about your show with the horror movies and that Tangela lady. She is that Tangela lady, is she not? First thing, why is your show on so late, like at 9 p.m. on Saturday? That's when I usually count my socks. Do you count your socks?
You have to, around here.
Can't you put it on when there's nothing else to do? And Tangela, she's always creeping around and stuff. It's weird. Can't she do something normal like play checkers or something? I don't get why she's always so spooky. Also, the movies on your show are super scary. I thought they'd be like cartoon ghosts, not the real spooky kind. Maybe show something less scary like videos about bunnies or something. That's more my speed. Yeah, I think this bloke's tuned into the wrong show.
I think you might be right.
No, I don't know what he expects from us. Oh, and the loud noises in your show make me jump. How about using quieter sounds like maybe a cat purring? That'd be nicer to hear. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Hope you make your show easier to understand for folks like me. Thanks, Jim Biederman, Weed, California. You know, I know what Jim does in Weed, California.
You do?
Yeah, it's all in the name of where he lives, I think.
Ah.
I could be wrong. Who knows? Apologies in advance. All right, that's it.
That's it.
That is it for letters. If you'd like to send us a letter of your own, visit this little website called Hello Creature Features, and it'll tell you how you could send us an autograph photo from your favorite movie. It could show you how to send us an email, or if you would like to send a large bucket of product from a city in California, maybe not. Let's forget about that last one. But if you want to do the other two, by all means, you'll find it at hellocreaturefeatures.com. We'll be right back with Kathy Coleman. But first, let's get back to Tales from the Crypt. Hello friends, Tangela and I would like to take a moment to compel you to join Creature Features TV. It is our new streaming service that offers you early access to Creature Features from your computer or your favorite set-top device. You can see the full archive of Creature Feature episodes, movies we've yet to present on the show, a library of items from the original program, plus many other items you won't find anywhere else.
Your small yet generous subscription fee not only supports the operation of the service, but actually helps finance the creation of our show. It's a very inexpensive way to ensure that we'll be able to continue producing creature features for years to come. Not to mention it'll keep Tangella out of making mischief and wreaking havoc in the village as well. So please visit creaturefeaturestv.com to learn more. And thank you so much for your support. You do cause trouble.
Kathy Coleman, famous
Yes.
dinosaur wrangler. Why can I never get my hair to look as nice as yours? I think it's that brand of shampoo you use, right?
I don't know. I like your hair.
No.
That's what my hair looks like when I wake up in the morning.
Oh, see? No, I've got the bedhead, right?
Yeah.
There was a line of products called bedhead, wasn't there?
Yeah, but people pay big money to get their hair to look like that.
All right, well, I'll do it for free because it just comes out of my head naturally. Welcome back. We are watching Tales from the Crypt with the wonderful Kathy Coleman. And so this film, do you know that it won the Best Fantasy Film Award in 1973?
That I did not know.
No, neither did I. I didn't even know this Fantasy Award UK thing existed. So it's double news for me. But I don't see why not. It's a well-made film, right?
It's terrific.
Compared to most of the tripe we serve on this program,
And it is falls into the fantasy type.
it could be a fantasy, but no, it'd be a horrible fantasy, would it not? It would. So, Wesley, how is my friend Wesley?
Wesley's doing great.
Your partner in crime in The Land of the Lost.
Yep, we've been doing a lot of shows together, and then every time in October, he takes off for Puerto Vallarta, so he goes for 6 months.
Because he has a home down there.
Yeah, and he just does something exciting and new and adventurous there every day.
How fun.
Yeah, he has a ball down there. So, and I go every year, and he wants me to come this coming year, and I am on the fence about it. I don't know if I'm going to go. Because I've done it every year, and I just don't know if I want to do that or do something different this year. And he's hurt by that. He thinks that he's done something
You
wrong.
cannot hurt
and
Wesley.
I can't. I keep telling him it has nothing to do with that. It's just I just don't know. But I have a lot of friends.
I have a plan. I have a plan. All right, you viewers out there on YouTube. No. Should Holly, Kathy Coleman, go to Puerto Vallarta? Say so in the comments, or if she should do something else, say so, and we'll do.
In the middle of the rotors, I only go for 1 week, not 2 weeks.
All right. So democratically, we shall decide whether you should go or not. All right. We're going to get back to this film, and then when we come back, we're going to chat some more. Right?
Okay. Sounds
All right.
good.
Off we go. Tales from the Crypt. See you soon.
Hi, this is Ellen from Texas. I really enjoy your show. And could you please play My Bloody Valentine from 1980? Thank you, and thank you for all the great movies. Bye.
Do you ever watch Hawaii Five-O?
The new one?
No. The old one.
Well,
With Jack
I did an album.
Ward or whatever his
I did
name
an
is.
album years and years ago at a film or recording studio right next to Nickadel's. It was on Hollywood Boulevard, and he came in, and my mom like went ballistic. I didn't know who he was, but my
Right.
mom went crazy because she saw him.
She was
She had a huge-
starstruck
oh yeah, big time.
with
But,
Hawaii
but I
Five-O.
didn't even know really who he was.
Well, you're too young, right?
Yeah,
You were just a wee lass.
yeah. I was only
Yeah.
like 10 or something.
Right.
But-
Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, you're ridiculously late, but we'll forgive you this time, right?
Sure.
Just this
What
time.
the heck?
Just this time. We are with the wonderful Kathy Coleman, who portrayed Holly on Land of the Lost, and it's been how many years now?
Well, this coming year, it's going to be 50 years.
50
since we
years.
Ended the show.
It seems like it was yesterday.
Started the show, I should say.
Right, right.
I know. I can't believe I'm old enough to know anything 50 years ago.
No, I'm the same way.
I know.
So, but the years fly by.
They
But this
certainly do.
film is older than your. What year? Yes, it was 1974, right?
Yeah.
74. This film came out in 1972.
Right.
And do you know that they wanted to redo this with who wanted to redo this film? Stephen King and
George Romero?
George Romero wanted to redo this film, and they instead decided to do Creep Show instead. I think you should have done this one. But then again, sometimes when they redo something like Land of the Lost, it's never as good as the original, is it?
That's a bad idea.
No, it's a terrible
That's a bad
idea.
idea.
No, we won't talk about that. Anyways, back to your shows. So you do shows all over the country. What's the most interesting guest you've ever been sat next to?
We've sat with everybody.
I know,
I
but
mean,
who's the most interesting?
well, the Hulk is always pretty interesting.
I've met him.
Yeah, he's fun.
Right.
But we've had like everybody sat next to us, and one of the funnest things that we do, and we actually one time brought it to this house, was the raft.
Of course.
And the raft now has become a thing where not only do the regular people that come to the show want to get in it and do photo ops, but the celebrities now want to get in it.
course.
So we have had every celebrity that shows up at one of the conventions, they get in our raft.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah, it's fabulous. And then at the end, we
You
round
need
up
to
everybody.
create an album. No, a book.
We have like a lot of the photos. We
Right. Now
post
create a
them.
book where one can go look and order this book
Ride
of
the raft.
all these celebrities.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
All these people that have been
All
on
right.
a routine
Let's
expedition.
get back to this film. And when we come back, we're going to find out what you're up to next, right?
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Off we go to Tales from the Crypt. We will see you soon.
Hello, this is Mr. Livingston. It would appear I have been tasked with requesting you to help our show financially by visiting our Patreon page. Your generosity will help us keep Creature Features on the air. With only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new entertainment for your viewing pleasure each and every week. And if you have the desire to give more, you might even receive a gift from Tangela. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you.
Wow, that is such a cute little dinosaur. You know, I have a little boy that I know that would absolutely love to have that. Weird.
Welcome back to Creature Features. We're watching Tales from the Crypt with Kathy Coleman, who's like a professional dinosaur wrangler. And You used to stab a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a giant stick.
But we called it the fly swatter. That's
The
what we
fly
called it.
swatter.
Fly swatter.
Right, yeah. So that actual prop, did it weigh anything? Did it have any actual weight?
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like the weight of a tree or anything, but it was,
It was hefty.
Yeah.
And so you would be on the set and you would be going towards what? A man waving, I'm the dinosaur.
No, there's a piece of what do you call it? Drywall that's painted baby blue.
Oh.
Like the sky,
Right.
But yeah,
And
there
that's
was
what they
nothing
put
there.
the thing
Because
of
they're
it.
filming us coming at, the camera basically.
Right.
They're not. There's nothing there.
So you're going for the camera with the stick
Yeah,
almost, right?
yeah. But I mean, in the back of the cave, there's just like a blue piece of
Right.
drywall or something.
Right. That's a chroma key is what I'm told.
Well, chroma key is what we worked on when we were it's the equivalent to a green screen. Yeah.
Right. No. And what I learned, and I've learned quite a bit since doing the show. So if you do like outside stuff, you need to use the blue screen because you might have like vegetation that's green, which would disappear if you use a
Right.
green screen.
Right.
Whereas if you do an inside thing, then
You know what? I never even thought about it like
Right.
that. But yeah, I wonder if that is exactly why we used a blue screen.
that's why there's the two different colors.
Yeah.
And the dinosaurs were green, of course. So
Some of them
right.
Yeah.
No. No, the one you rode on
was gray.
was gray.
Yeah.
Oh, he was great. Was
He
it
was a
called
baby-
Squeaky?
Dopey. And
Dopey.
he was a baby brontosaurus.
Baby Brontosaurus.
He was my pet.
You have a little saddle made for him, did you not?
No, I ride him, but we had a harness that he had because he pulled a cart because we
That's
used to go
right.
get strawberries. And
The
of
giant
course,
strawberry.
Yeah.
You know, I think they should have given you a giant strawberry as like a parting gift, a prop from the show.
Well, I do have, and I bring it to the conventions with me. I have, because we had a hand puppet of Dopey and a hand puppet of Grumpy for close-ups.
Right.
And I had a friend make me the Dopey one, and I bring that to the show.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah, for just like silly photos.
No, well, it's wonderful to have an actual
People
prop.
love it. They love stuff like that.
All right, what do you say we wrap up this film, and then when we come back, we're going to find out what you do next.
Okay.
All right, off we go. Tales from the Crypt. We'll see you soon.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
And who's next? It might be you, but it's more likely to be her. She makes trouble. Now, I could see a crypt keeper sending her off to that other place, maybe. Anyways, nice movie. It's okay. It's still good, right? After seeing it for the umpteenth time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a classic.
No. We'll show it again in 2 years, but it's something that if we show it 1 year apart, it does not do well, and if we show it 3 years apart, it does not do well. But if we go almost exactly 2 years,
You have to give it a breather.
That's it. It's like a fine wine.
Yes.
Exactly. What's next for Kathy Coleman?
Just a chock-a-block of shows coming up because, like I said earlier, it's our 50th. So.
Right. No, you're
Yeah.
all over the country. So
Yeah.
people could come meet you. They could come.
Oh, yeah, and they do by the thousands.
They
and
could
it's a
come sit in the
blast.
boat. They could come buy photos. They
Yeah.
could have you sign your tome and
They're doing targeted advertising for us, so now people are knowing that we're going to be at these shows, and they're bringing all their stuff for us to sign. So,
smart move.
yeah, it's very smart.
Right. No eBay sellers, I bet.
No people like, God, I wish I would have known you were here. I'd have brought my game or my lunchbox or something.
Right.
But now they are.
They could find out how by going to your Facebook,
either
right?
my Facebook page, Kathy Coleman, or Wesley's, Wesley York.
So go on Facebook and look up Kathy Coleman or Wesley York.
We let you know wherever we're going to be, and plenty of time to.
And sometimes Chuck is there as well.
Every once in a while. He doesn't come as much as he used to.
Right, but sometimes.
Yeah, once in a while.
Right, good. All right, well, thank you so much for coming back again.
Of course,
You're
anytime.
always welcome here.
Anytime.
Anytime, you're welcome here. As far as you guys go, thank you so much for staying up late and watching Tales from the Crypt and Kathy Coleman and my silly face and her not so silly face, because you could have been watching Saturday Night Live or something like that. Instead, you stayed with us. So for that reason, we love you, and we will see you next week. So, Kathy, I'm thinking this Puerto Vallarta trip, if you don't want to go, would you maybe go if I went?
No.